Aloha and welcome to Ukulele Corner. So I was just playing a little bit of Hawaiian style, fingerstyle ukulele there. I was playing the song Hi'ilawe, just having some fun and improvising, taking a couple of what we like to call pa'ani, which actually in Olelo, Hawaii just means to play. And I was improvising around the theme of this beautiful song about the waterfalls that you find in Waipio Valley on Hawaii Island. And a great story of two lovers there that there was a lot of gossip around. There was a woman from Puna and then a man from Waipio, and there was too much gossip, so the woman just went back home. That's a quick summary of the song Hi'ilawe. But what you might have noticed there are a couple of really distinctive characteristics to the Hawaiian sound when playing fingerstyle. I like to play both with the low G tuning and the reentrant tuning. I find, like a lot of the great Hawaiian players use low G, there's a very important element in the song form of Hawaiian songs that's called a vamp. And so sometimes the vamp phrases work really well with low G. But you can also find them, and you can actually do some really great cross motion across the fourth and the high string with the reentrant tuning. So we'll explore a bunch of those vamps. But a couple of characteristics that you find in the music is that there are these chord cycles that happen in a lot of the traditional songs. And the chord cycle in Hi'ilawe is quite short. There's a vamp that goes from, I'm playing in the key of F here, and the song's commonly played in C, but I just felt like playing in F when I picked up my ukulele and had some fun playing today. And so the vamp would be C7 going to F. A lot of Hawaiian songs have a vamp that goes for 4 counts on each chord, but Hi'ilawe and a number of other songs, there's a song called He'i'ia, Ka'ipole Manu, Green Rose Hula, or a few others, that have these 2-beat vamps. And if I just do this basic strum, I'm just doing C7 and F. I'm just using my thumb to strum down. Now there's this rhythm, if you've ever seen kahiko hula, and you've seen the hula implement that they call the ipu, there are certain rhythms that the ipu plays, and there's one that really creates a nice energy and feel with a song like Hi'ilawe. And the basic rhythm is, it's 1, 2, and you actually see the ipu is often played like this. You hit, for a bass sound, it's gently tapped on the floor, and then the hand makes more of a high-pitched percussive sound. And this transfers really nicely to the ukulele. Now sometimes the fingers do these little rolls. That's where these little gallops can happen. So I might go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and a 1, 2, 3, and 4, and a 1, 2. That all comes from really a lot of the sound that you hear from the ipu and the really traditional sound. So that's the basic idea of what a vamp is. And then we get into the song form, and it's basically F, B flat, back to F, 2, 3, 4, F, C7, F. 1 vamp, second vamp. Now if I play the basic melody, F, 2 counts, B flat, 2 counts, back to F, 3, 4, F, C7, F. It's only a very short form. It's like 4 bars of a vocal phrase. This comes from a vocal melody, and then 2 vamps. Sometimes Hi'ilawe is just done like 5 bars with just 1 vamp. Other times you hear it in 6 bars. And basically the way a lot of the traditional songs that you find in Hawaii are, there's one musical phrase, but the verses change. And you might sing each verse twice, or you might just move on one time through and go to the end. Usually the very last verse, there's the ha'ina ia mai ana kapuana verse that's sung. It's basically telling the listener, this is the end of my song, this is my story, and then the song finishes. It's a very traditional phrase that the last verse uses. Often the last verse is definitely played twice. You might, in the middle of the song, only play a verse once and move on, but the last verse, the ha'ina verse, is often played twice. So if we're playing instrumentally and doing a fingerstyle arrangement, now we have some idea of the chord structure, the way that we can imagine that ipu rhythm it just starts to give you the feel of the music. The next thing that we can start to do is get some techniques with our hand and some basic ideas of what is done often in Hawaiian fingerstyle playing. With the left hand, to get those like those little double strums, you often do hammer-ons or pull-offs. So a hammer-on is where you play, let's say, the open second string, and I just hammer my finger down on 1 fret higher. That's very common in this over an F chord in this song. It's done a lot. The second finger to third finger, that's where this low G tuning really helps. So this is now a lower pitch, and then you walk your way up. That creates a great C7 to F vamp. There are all sorts of little variations that could be done. C7, F, C7. That was one of Gabi Pahinui's favorite vamps in the song. It ends with that little hammer-on, but I'm playing the 3rd fret of the high string, open, then 1st fret, then I do the hammer-on. See if you can use your ear and play that. Three, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. When I get to the F chord, I'm arpeggiating a lot. A lot of Hawaiian players use the thumb a lot. Think of Eddie Kamai, the great Hawaiian artist who played ukulele. He would use his thumb going down. Index sometimes would play melodies on the high strings with this sort of position. I like this hand position. We use it a lot in the repertoire that we learn at Ukulele Corner. There's a lot of flexibility of what you can do and different styles you can play with this hand position. So I use that most of the time. But sometimes I go Eddie Kamai style and do you get these little strums. See how I'm playing multiple notes with index and it's really extended on its side. You can do these brush strums with either the thumb or the index. So it's really, this technique lends itself well to then going right into strumming. Whereas this we kind of move back, and it's easy enough to transition from the two positions, strumming and fingerstyle. But this hand position, you're right there ready for both. Now let's real quickly just look at the melody of Hi'ilawe. It's 1st fret F of the 2nd string over the B flat chord. It goes up to the G in the 3rd fret, then the high string open A. That leading tone to the F, E to F, and then the C7. I'm playing the open string to the 3rd fret and then back to F. You notice again and again we're doing that motion. So the melody is basically I put in some arpeggiation in the chords. F, just 3 notes of B flat. I use my pinky to play that 3rd fret. Those little vamp phrases. There's Gabi's vamp. I'll do the first one we learn. Next verse, F, B flat, F, F, C7. I might throw in a strum here and there. One thing that I like to do often is if you're playing this part of an F chord, the fretted notes are the interval of a 6th. One of the most essential sounds that you're going to find in Hawaiian music is moving 6th. Check out what you can do. From here, instead of getting a C chord, a C7, this great old C7 that we use all the time, what if you play these 2 notes? 3rd fret of the 4th string and the 2nd string. You can still add that high 1st finger on there, or just not play the high string. And you get this sort of sound. Watch my 2nd finger, it doesn't leave the string. So see how this music moves a lot between the F and the C7. It's the 1 and the 5 chord. These chords are now really close together. I can move that 6th interval up to the 5th fret. There's another F. You start walking around on the 4th string, 5 and 5, 3 and 3, 2 and 1, open strings. Now we're getting all all these different ways. Open strings could be C, F, C7, F, C7. See how that works? You get all this sound, and it's easy to do. We're just moving these shapes around. All the way up and down. I'm playing the 3rd string open. This is the 9th and the 8th fret, 7th and 6th, 5 and 5. A little passing tone in between 3rd fret and end on F chord. Okay, so that's an introduction to some of the technique that we use often playing fingerstyle, Hawaiian style music, and we looked at the song Hi'ilave. Let me know what you think of that song. Have you played it in the key of C? Do you like to sing the song? Have you ever tried taking a pa'ani or working on a fingerstyle arrangement? Let us know in the comments below, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Aloha!